You. Hey, what did your message mean? 52:25, 8 o'clock closing?
Yeah, that's what it closed at. Robinhood.
Why did you say 8 o'clock?
Because it keeps running till 8. The market closes at 4, but we still have
Oh, you mean like aftermarket? Oh, okay, yeah. I get it.
8 o'clock. So,
no, that's good, dude.
Yeah, I know. I was watching it, hoping it would go up, and I'm glad. So I'm up almost $1,000, which it'll be nice if in the morning I wake up with $1,000 because I'll put the other 2 back into AMC, and
Fuck yeah, then you got $1,000 you can play with and do whatever you want. Fuck yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I'm gonna do, and just move it around again, just see what happens.
And I mean, I kind of I'm doing something like that. Like I told you I took the money I was going to use for my taxes, which was $1,100, and then I took $1,000 of what I would normally want to, put in there, and I put it in AMC so I could play around with it and make some money. But, obviously I got to take that tax money out, but I can play with it at least until the end of the month. You know what I mean? See if I could make maybe a couple thousand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. We'll see.
Yeah.
But you know what? Though, I'm definitely gonna try to look at that like other companies that while AMC is just sitting around, that maybe I can make a few extra buck on other companies and then just go back into AMC. I'm gonna definitely look. I'm gonna look at Pinterest too. That one that's got to go back up because, dude, their earnings for the last 5 earnings have been higher than the last. So I think it's just like a fear thing because the user numbers went down.
It's a good thing, believe me. People who don't invest have no idea how good that is. That it's going down. I'm so excited. Why do you think I took my money out? And I did it on purpose because I want to jump back in now at a bigger number, and that's the whole thing. Look. People who don't understand the market think that it has to be in the green for you to make money. It has to be in the fucking red. If you take it out in the green, right, and jump into the red, it's just going to keep growing constantly, always. And
yeah, I don't believe in that bullshit. With the stock market, if you know what you're doing, you can make money either way, in the red or the green. You just gotta know what you're doing.
Exactly.
And we're learning. So fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. But the way I do it is in the red. That's how it works for me. You understand what I'm saying? So I tell people what works for me. But in the end, they have to develop their own algorithms and their own patterns of doing it. But I do. I was sitting here last night, right? And I've been watching Tesla go up every fucking day consistently. That I almost bought into Tesla not over the weekend, obviously, but I was tempted yesterday to buy into Tesla. So I said, then because AMC ain't doing shit, it's just going down. The money's stagnant. I can't do shit with stagnant money. My money needs to be moving constantly. I'm gonna do something. Fuck it. Let me boom. So I'm like, what's out there? Let me look, because I try to watch at least of a minimum of 20 companies at the same time, because that creates a pattern. It's like the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is the numbers of all the stock market. They basically keep track of all the stock markets. It's like one big scoreboard, right? So what I do is I use Bitcoin as my scoreboard for crypto, and then I use all the other markets. Basically, I just follow the patterns and I look at them and the numbers and the colors. And then I'm like, okay, this company all week has been going up 1 point, a half a point, consistently, up every fucking day. That means if I put $1,000 in there today, and it goes up 5%, dude, come on, that's a few $100 right there. So
what we need to find, Seiko? You know what we need to find? We need to find a company that, on a consistent daily basis, goes up like $2 or $3.
Exactly. And that's what I'm looking
That
for.
and that's how they can make some money.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. And there these right now, I'm telling you, we in it at the right time, and there's money to be made. We just have to.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
have to.
And don't forget this. I still think the stock market's headed for a big crash, which means we can make even more money later.
Of course, because
Like,
listen.
I'm hoping it crashes big time. You know what I mean?
Of course, because look, we make if right now. There's money to be made. I don't need AMC to make money, and I try to tell people to focus on the market because there's money to be made. Period. Right? Even if it's chump change or whatever, but you could build.
Yeah, no doubt, definitely.
You could build a few $1,000, dude. It ain't, eventually. But the whole point is to keep the money constantly growing, constantly, and that's my goal. I learned that the only way that we're going to become something or somebody, and this is, I just told a guy last week, right? I said to him like this, listen, you want to own a minimum of 10,000 shares, a minimum of 10,000. I said that's the only way you're going to make money. Owning, buying one or two shares and thinking you're going to get rich and you're going to become something, it ain't never going to happen. Don't waste your time. I said,
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
I said to him like this, and you can own 10,000 shares of stocks. I said, buy into the smaller stocks, $1 or less. Buy $25 a week, every week when it's in the red. Forget about that money. It doesn't exist. Do that for 10 years, and you'll be set for life. I told him like that. I told him every week I buy one or two shares of AMC when it's in the red, and $25 worth of crypto, the smaller ones like Dogecoin, because I can own more of those. And I told him, and that's how you invest. But you got to forget about that money once it's in the market. Investing means to constantly put into it. If not, you're just wasting your time. You're just gonna make a few $100 and think you made it in the stock market. Forget about it and keep moving.
Yeah.
So, and that's usually my advice to people when I try to put them onto the stock market so they can use common sense and not think that they're going to get rich. And then when they don't get rich, they be calling you and be like, damn, should I sell or should I not? I'd be like, dude, you got to figure it out. I can't tell you that.
You gotta figure it out for yourself,
If I tell you to sell and that shit blows up tomorrow, you're going to be calling me and kicking my fucking door down. And if I tell you not to sell and that shit crashes, you're going to be either way, I'm going to be fucked. So, no, you got to figure it out. And that's what investing is about. You have to do the legwork. I tell them in advance. Basically, I just tell them it's up to you. Or I could just tell you, but my hands are clean after this. You know what I mean? You have to make the decisions. But I put them in the right path, pretty much.
That's what you gotta do, because these people, like you said, right away, oh, it's your fault. Oh, you fucking told me. Oh, yeah, fuck all that bullshit.
Yep. Because they don't understand. Dude, it's your money. You got to watch this shit. What the fuck?
Yep.
I put you in the path, in the way. Now you gotta do the rest. You know? And they think that AMC, okay, drop that money, sit back and wait, and then when they see the shit dropping slowly, because it happened gradually, which is actually worse when it's going down slowly, because you see the shit just like dripping. And that's what got me pissed yesterday, bro. Actually, not yesterday, over the weekend. And so I started getting back into the game and following these other ones and looking at those patterns. I said, if I put $2,000 on Seller, I'm going to make a few $100. If I put a few grand on Tesla, I'm going to make a few $100. And I started seeing the patterns. I said, shit, right now I could be making money. I just got to put them in any one of these things. I got up at this fucking morning, and I looked at 7:30. I checked out, and I looked at Robinhood. I've been following it over the weekend. I said, wait a minute. It opened at 38. That was the starting point of the shares. It's Monday. It's Tuesday. It's 7:30 in the morning, and it's in the green at $37 a share. Even though it's $1 less than its original starting price, but it dropped to 35, and now pre-market it went up $2 at 7:30 in the morning. It's $2 up pre-market. I said, boom, that's an incredible sign. I already know the algorithms because I'm constantly watching. I said, boom, I'm going to sell $2,000. $2,000, bro, of AMC. That's a lot of fucking money. Well, you already know you did it the other time, and I was like, and I was like, I don't know. I was a little nervous, right?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, you know what? I was like, you know what? I got to take this chance. It's too stagnant. I'm not making money, and I need to make the money. And I said to myself, if I don't do this, I'm gonna be pissed because I know it's 100%. Bro, can you believe as soon as I bought in, it dropped 40 cents? As soon as I bought the fucking $2,000, I go, there we go. I go, there we go. Like always, every fucking time I buy in, the shit drops. And then I'm not lying. I look up to the left. I'm sitting down at just waiting for for them to give me some to deliver. I look up, not even 30 seconds. I look up to the left, and when I look down, it had jumped up $2. I was like, what the fuck? And I just stared at that shit, dude. I'm happy. It's been a dry fucking 3 months for us. Well, not for you. You had a pretty good one, but it's been pretty dry, dude. I'm regretting going to fucking work, to be honest. I'm losing money. I can't afford to be working.
You're right. Dude, tell me why. I'm looking at Robinhood right now, right? And Robinhood says Dogecoin is 19 cents, 19.8.
Yeah.
But I'm looking on Coinbase at the exact same time, and Coinbase says it's over 20 cents.
Yeah, because they're charging you that to jump in. Now, check this out. Webull right now, and I understand why Webull does this because Robinhood is their competition. But if you buy into Robinhood now, right, on Webull, it'll be $46. But if you jump into it on Robinhood, it's at 52. But if you jump
this is what I'm trying to tell you. That stock price, it should not be different on any brokerage account.
Yes,
it has to be by law legally. It has to be the same.
No, you don't know. You don't understand. That's how they make their money. This is why.
No, that's not how they. No, that's not how they make money. They can't change the price of the stock. That's the problem that some of these are having.
But so you're telling me that even though they're doing it, you're telling me it's not. It's illegal, but they do it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why they paid a $70 million fine.
You see what I'm telling you? Ain't nothing changed. The market's been this way for decades.
Exactly, and they're going to still keep doing it. Yeah, I know. You're right.
Gonna change. This is why I don't go with nothing. I go, dude, it's been this way. We're just thinking it's new. It's not. Because we're hearing it now, and everybody, all these hedge guys, they're just chilling. They're not sweating.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Not sweating much. They have backing. They got so much backing. These people, they run the country. It's like saying the king is gonna run out of money when he's obviously collecting all the taxes. He's taxing all of us, and here we are thinking the king is gonna go dry. That motherfucker's never gonna go dry.
No.
And I was just listening. Oh, speaking of never gonna go dry, I was just watching how they're gonna start taxing crypto. They're already going after all the people who made the thousands or millions on Dogecoin. Already.
What are they doing?
They're chasing after the people who made all these thousands of dollars on crypto here in the country, in America. Because remember, right now, they didn't really have any laws to tax crypto. So now they want to tax it. And now they want to chase after all these people that made the thousands of dollars on Bitcoin and all of that. They want to catch up to them. In other words, it's a matter of time before they're gonna have to pay the government. Can you believe that? And
I can believe that.
And it's not taxable because, dude,
that's all they care about is they're getting their fucking money.
Exactly.
I know.
Listen, Right, and they fuck us no matter what we do. They fuck us no matter how we try it, how we try to become rich, how we try to get better. It don't matter, dude. They make it impossible, fucking possible, because crypto is not taxable. You could make as much out of it, and it's tax free. And now they want to tax it because they know people are getting paid. They want to get into the fucking game.
Let me ask you a question. You still have Dogecoin?
Yeah, I buy into it all the time. But because I want, look at what I did. I sold all my stocks from everything and I put it all into this thing this morning. But
there's a reason why I'm there's a reason why I'm asking you. I'm on Robinhood right now, right? Hold on a second.
Yeah, I sold everything and I put it into this thing, but I still buy into Dogecoin, a few dollars.
No. Hear me out. So on Robinhood, all I have is Dogecoin.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I just tried to sell some of it, right?
Yeah.
It's not letting me sell my Dogecoin.
Why not? What does it say?
I don't know. I thought you could buy and sell Doge crypto all day long.
Anytime you want. But you have to sell it correctly. Let's say you got,
All right, so tell me what I got to do.
Okay, for example, let's say you got 10,000 shares, right, and you want to sell all 10,000. It's gonna give you a message or like some error message bullshit because they want to take some. So what you have to do?
All right, wait. Before you even get there, I'm on Robinhood, right? How do I go? What's the first thing I do if I want to sell my Doge? Where do I go?
Okay. So are you on your laptop?
No, I'm on my phone.
Okay. So let me go to it. Then I gotta see it when I get it. All right. So let me just open it up. I got all these fucking passwords on this shit. And I need a new phone because this shit is pissing me off, man. I'm still on the 4G bullshit. I gotta step up my game. Hold on.
Oh, you know what? I know why.
You get it?
I figured it out. I forgot. I put a limit order last week to sell at a high price.
Yeah.
And unless I cancel that order, you can't sell anything. Okay.
Okay.
That's what it is. All right.
You know, it's funny you say that. Speaking of that, I don't put any limits. I don't put stop selling. I don't put a stop loss. None of that. All of that will make you lose money. People think that that's actually works for them, but it doesn't. Because once you put a stop loss and it reaches that loss, it doesn't reactivate until you go right back in and resell or rebuy into it. You understand? Basically shuts you out. You know what I mean? So
you don't know that. If you don't know that, then you shouldn't be trading stocks. You know what I mean?
No, but the thing is that people don't. They think a stop loss simply means, oh, when it reaches this, it's going to stop losing my money, and then when it starts going up, it's going to jump back in by itself. No, dude.
I don't know anybody who thinks that. A stop loss means that when it gets to a certain price, it sells your stock for you, period.
Yeah,
I don't know anybody else who thinks that.
Yeah, think about it. Oh, it's going to stop there. No, dude. You got it. But you understand what I'm saying. The thing is that...
No, I know what it means, but...
You know, people don't get it. You understand? They don't not... This is why I try to get more... I try not to get personal when I try to explain to them the stock market. I try to give them the basics and just leave it on to them. And they have... I tell them, you got to figure it out, because if not, you're going to be fucked. But I don't put stop losses. I don't put limits. I don't do nothing. I wanna have complete...
What I did was I placed a limit order, because when you're not watching a stock, like today, I put a limit order on selling my AMC if it went up to $38, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to watch the stock.
Yeah.
So it would automatically sell it if it hit 38. It never hit 38, so it didn't sell it. Then I just go off and I take the order off. So since I wasn't watching my Doge, if it went to 24 cents, I wanted to sell and then wait for it to go down. But because I don't watch it, I put the limit order. And so that would have sold it for me, but I know that I would have to buy back in, obviously, you know what I mean? But, you know, if people don't know that, then, yeah, they shouldn't be trading stock.
No, but they don't. Most people, believe it or not. And this is why I don't fuck with people. I try not to get them excited. I just tell them this is how it is and move on. But I do give them, I tell them the stocks that I'm watching. I just say, this is what I'm watching and this is why. I want to own more. I tell them the more stocks you own, the more money you make. You want to own a minimum of 10,000 shares. If you can do that, in 10 years you'll be set for life. I tell them focus on five companies every week. Put money into at least one every week in the red.
That's not funny because I remind you, I was in grocery shopping. One of the younger guys was talking about how his friend was supposed to call him to teach him about some stocks. I was like, oh, you're trying to get into some stocks? He's like, yeah, you know. I said, well, you know, go check out AMC stock. It's probably the only stock you need to buy right now. He goes, oh, yeah, what's going on? I told him like this. I said, look, it's way too much information for me to try to explain to you. I said, go up on YouTube, look up a couple of videos, go do your own research. I said, don't take my word for it. Go do your own due diligence, and then if you like it, you buy it. And I left it at that, and I walked away. That's it, you know?
I always recommend AMC. That's how my conversation always starts. You know, it's like, oh, you invest in AMC, or you know about AMC? And I always
that's pretty much all I said. I said, you know about it? No? I said, go look it up. You'll see. You'll find out. I said, just go look it up.
About it is, if I'd have known what I know today, because I knew by watching, just sitting here looking at the numbers and the charts, that everything that was said about AMC, and I didn't even know what was going on behind the scenes. Just looking at these charts, I was like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make sense. $5 a share. I'm like, I'm gonna buy as many of these as I can. There's no fucking way this is gonna go out. This is going out of business. I was like, not AMC. I'm like this, dude. It's so funny that if you really want to be a good trader, all you have to do is put up at least a minimum of 10 companies that are active and just watch them. That is going to give you certain information that you just cannot get by listening to people's advice. My advice or any advice, they can't give it to you the way these patterns are going to give you and tell you this is what.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. But, yeah, so I'm definitely going to try to make a little bit of money during the week because ultimately I want to put all of that money into AMC. But if AMC is not squeezing right now, there's no sense in holding it there when you could be making money, even if you're just going to day trade AMC.
Exactly.
You can make, dude, I can make $300 to $400 every day on AMC, no matter what the price is. As long as it differentiates $1, that's it.
Yeah, this is what
I can make that much money every day. Matter of fact, Seiko, I think I'm actually going to pay the fee so I could day trade. You said it was like $35 a month?
That's what
I think I'm going to do that.
Research. I think we could do
If I could make, I'm going to look it up too, and I'll let you know on this side. You let me know what you find.
No doubt.
If I could do that, dude, it's worth $35 a month or even $50 a month.
Yeah. Bro, with the money, with the profits that I make, I just move that around. That's all. That's all I would do. Bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
On fucking Cash App that I've been
if we're smart, Tanko, we can both, you two, have $50,000 by the end of this year before AMC squeezes.
Both of us, I don't know what the
I'm talking about even before AMC squeezes, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, I agree, but, you know, listen, I think that the fact that we're self-taught, it just shows a lot. Dude, I try to talk to people about this. They can't put their head in this like you and I have put it.
I know.
And
it's gonna feel that much better when we do make that money and we know how we made it. It's just gonna make it that much better.
And listen, this is my advice. This is my recommendation if you're gonna trade with AMC, because this is what I'm doing, right? Obviously, I'm watching this shit like a hawk. I don't give a fuck if I'm at work no more. I'm driving. I'm watching. I'm sitting. I'm watching. I'm ordering food. I'm on this shit like a hawk, because look, right? AMC, now that it's at its lowest, we start trading and making money on the side, right, to build, and jump back in and own more shares. Now, the reason why we got to be careful is because obviously it can increase, but if you watch the shit, the pre-market, and you watch the patterns, if the shit goes up $2, you know that before the market opens up, you're gonna be there like a motherfucker running the 30-mile dash. You're gonna be waiting till 9:30 to sell all your shit and jump into AMC. You understand?
Yep. Yeah.
You gotta be like that, ready. As soon as you see it go up $2, because $2 is a big jump. You understand?
I'm telling you, the little bit of work that I did today with my dad, it kept me away from the stock market, and I'm so because I could have made money today.
Yeah, but you see, that's the shit. We're always gonna say that. Dude, I've been saying this every fucking. I could have made money. Oh shit, I lost money. But then I remind myself, don't get emotional. You know why? I tell myself, because if you do, you're gonna be angry. You're gonna be stressed. Bro, the first few months when I first started, I remember, one of my fucking, what do you call that, buying power didn't go through.
Yeah.
Bro, I was in Waterbury at work. I left my job. I drove to fucking Wallingford to my bank. I'm not lying. To deposit money to make sure. Dude, I was so fucking paranoid and so fucking like, I was so crazy. I said to myself, bro, you gotta chill the fuck out. You gotta think, right? So I started to get what do you call that? To try to figure out a different way to not let myself get fucking caught up. You know what I'm saying? And that's the shit that'll make you lose.
I do. I know exactly what I'm saying, and that's why I decided that I'm only going to day trade and work with $1 difference, because if I try to do more than that, then that comes that greed and that paranoia and that, I'm okay with $1. Yeah. And even if one day I don't make the $1, if I lose, let's say, a couple of stocks, I'll make it up the next day. I don't care.
Exactly. Bro, I'm down total of $7,000, and to me, it's nothing. Nothing. Because if I think about it, and this is why I tell people from the beginning, if you're going to invest, that money doesn't exist. The day you start thinking about that money as money, once you put it in there, you're never going to be rich. You're never going to be wealthy. You're just going to make a few $100s and think you got it good. This is why we don't get nowhere, because we don't know how to invest. This is a lifelong thing. You have to put your money in so that your money constantly grows. I guarantee 10 years, it's not even, bro. Honestly, if I quit my job, I think and I do the day trading thing, I don't know. I could make a couple of thousand a day.
You don't even have to. Make a couple of hundred a day. Make a couple of thousand a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but you know why I want to say a couple of thousand? Because if I take the earnings, right, the thousands of the earnings, and I take my actual investment, right, and I reinvest it, and then maybe a few hundred of the other stuff, and then play around with $2,000 minimum, because the only way we're really gonna make big bucks if we play with at least $2,000 minimum, and try to buy stocks at least no more than $50, unless we know they're gonna jump, drastically. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, that's just the way, I do it.
Right.
Everybody's different. But I think two grand minimum is what's actually gonna make us big money. Because think about it, Ray.
Dude, fucking Robinhood was a $20 jump, dude, because it dropped down to $31. That's like almost doubling your money if you would have got in at $31. And I was gonna buy it. And it went from 38, went down to 31, and I was like, damn, I'm glad I didn't buy it.
No, you know it's funny. You know why I bought it? The only reason I bought it is because I was watching something on IPOs on YouTube last night, and the guy said, I always buy IPOs. He goes, I have a rule. I only buy when the market crashes. He goes, and to me a crash is if it goes 30%. If something goes down 30%, that's the only time I buy in, right? And then he goes, it was a point, you said something, and I mentioned it, I don't know, I lost my train. Damn, it was good too. But what were you just talking about? That made me say
wait a minute.
I got two motherfuckers.
What the fuck was I just talking about?
Yeah. There you go.
I don't know.
Exactly, motherfucker. But anyway, he was saying how he only buys in when the stock market crashes, because obviously you buy in low, and then when it goes up just a few points, obviously you're gonna make big money. But he was making a point. Damn it, it was a good point, man. I forgot what the fuck the point was, man. But
he only buys IPOs.
I remember. So the IPOs. So he says like this: I always buy IPOs. IPOs are good to buy, but you have to wait at least a minimum of 2 weeks. Minimum, at least. He goes, you can wait a few days. He goes, because IPOs always drop. My experience, he goes, from my experience, they always drop within a few days. And so when I heard what he said, I went back to the Robinhood stock, right? And I checked when it opened, how long ago it was, and I did the math in my head, and then when I woke up this morning, I saw what it was. I said, that shit is going up. Boom. I listened to what he said, and I actually put it together based on the patterns that I was seeing. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that it was last week that you said it opened up. I thought it was a couple of weeks ago because I didn't even know, right? So it's only been, but it's been a few days. He said, and that's what he said. He said you either wait a couple of weeks minimum, or a few days if you feel it's gonna go up, you know. And I took the advice, and I watched it, boom, and I said okay. And so now I'm gonna do the same thing.
Next time, share the wealth, motherfucker.
Motherfucker, I wouldn't. And you know, you fucking pissed me off. You don't know how much I wanted to call you, and I was like, yeah, that motherfucker. With Robinhood, anything about Robinhood I mentioned, forget about it. And I was like, nah, I ain't even going to say nothing. I was like, I'm not even going to let this, it's like I'm cheating on this motherfucker. You know, I actually was saying, I'm not even going to tell him I bought stock from fucking Robinhood. Because he's going to be mad. You know? So I think about it, motherfucker. I waited till 6 o'clock. I had to think about how I was going to tell you.
I'm like telling your bitch you're cheating on her.
And even though it was good news, dude, I still felt it was bad news. So I was like, fuck it, I got to figure out how to say it.
Motherfucker. I thought it was all about making money, right?
It is, bitch, this is what. But when you tell me no, that you ain't gonna, then what the fuck you want me to do? You know? So what is it? Are you are we in it for the money or what? Should I call you?
No, we in it for the money. That's it. It's all about the money.
All right, it's a wrap then. After this, I'm going to call you. Don't be mad at me, motherfucker.
All right. I won't get mad. I won't get mad at the hood.
Fuck that.
Motherfucker robbing people from the hood.
Yeah, they robbing the hood. That's what they do. But you know what? I'ma jump on whatever fuck they doing, and I'm gonna take a few dollars from them. I'm gonna take a few chump change. I'll take it. I'll take their money. Fuck it.
Yeah, I got you.
You know. Let's get paid. Fuck that. And if you you know, get any information on the day trading, the price, whatever. Again, I for some reason, the last time I think I looked at, but it was sometime last year. I think it was like $35, dude. And for day trading, $35, that ain't shit. You know how much money I could have made today? I almost sold again and moved, but I said to myself, if I sell now, I might exceed my limit, and they won't even let me buy back in, and then I'm really gonna be fucked. And this is the only reason I stopped. But I've been selling all. I sold yesterday and today. I started trading. I was like, fuck this, my money. I got to stop putting my money to work. And today I was.
You know what? Let me. I'm gonna go look it up, and if I find it, I'll call you back.
All right, no doubt.
Bye.